Sai quant'è la distanza?
Sono 21 miglia nautiche.
Le correnti cambiano direzione ogni paio d'ore. Acque gelide. La prova sportiva più dura che ci sia.
Pensi che dovrei tentare? Che potrei farcela? Attraverserò a nuoto la Manica, ho deciso.
Che stai dicendo?
Che attraverserò a nuoto la Manica.
No, io non sono...
Io ho già deciso. Mi passeresti il pane?
Una donna non andrà oltre il 7° miglio.
Penso che morirebbe in quelle acque.
La maggior parte degli uomini ritiene che siamo troppo deboli per competere.
E se invece ce la facessi?
Avrebbero un gran bel problema.
The aspect that I like the most is the strength of sport, which allowed a woman of great personality like Trudy to fight a society in which women had a truly marginal role. Is Trudy's desire not to give up, not to surrender, the aspect that you liked the most when you read the story?
I loved a lot about her, but one of the things that I wanted to make sure I was doing in performing her was showing her love for the sport. Because the film is many things. It's a family drama, it's a sports movie, it's a movie about overcoming obstacles. And there was a conversation, of course, about what Trudy did socially, but she didn't go into swimming because of that. She went into swimming because she wanted to be like her sister. And then she figured out that she was pretty good at it and she really loved doing it. So getting to play someone whose love is the overarching theme of the sport is wonderful. And of course, what she did socially was without question, but it was really a great opportunity to play someone who just simply loved what they did.
There are scenes, in particular when Trudy swims into the open sea, that are really, really impressive. What was the most difficult scene that you had to shoot?
So one of the ones that was, there was so much to think about, was when I am as Trudy in the first attempt, and there are a crowd of people around me, and then there's a shot that follows me from land into the water and starts swimming. And of course, we had rehearsed and we knew what was going on and I knew where I needed to aim for, but we weren't able to do it with me having swum the rehearsal. So those things were always tricky because you want to get it right first time. And in the sea, you can go again and you can make sure your stroke's good and you can make sure that everything's sort of working. But that one, and we ended up using it because it worked well. But as I approached the water, it was really wavy. So I was getting accustomed to, I was basically being flung out of the water like a dolphin. So that was one of the tricky ones because there was so much technical to tie into actually the story as well. I think she was a trailblazer in women's sports. I think what's interesting about when she went to the Olympics is she, some of the real story is that the guys on the boat, I mean, I don't know what the intention was, but she was challenged to a wrestle and she got injured. So actually she went, and it felt almost like that, you might call that sabotage too. So she turned up and she was injured and they weren't able to train. So even that they were going to represent on the largest stage possible for sports. And even then there were so many setbacks and there wasn't the space given for her to really succeed in the way. And one of the things that was very difficult for her is that she didn't win gold individually. So all of what she battled against and then what she came through is arguably changed women's sport. But it's interesting too that for 100 years people really haven't spoken about her. So it feels wonderful now for someone that did such a monumental thing 100 years ago, for us to be talking about her now is really wonderful.
La cosa che ami di più al mondo è ciò che mi terrorizza di più. Non sarò presente se ti succederà qualcosa.
Ti fanno contro di noi, Trudy. Vogliono che vinca l'acqua.
Sono arrivata fin qui. Visitiamo l'Inghilterra.
Non si torna indietro.
Sta facendo il crawl americano da 28
Andiamo,
bracciali.
ragazza! Batti quei piedi!
Mi faccia una promessa. Che nessuno mi tiri fuori dall'acqua, qualunque cosa accada.
Quasi 6 miglia! Sta rallentando!
Non vogliono che siamo eroini, non vogliono che siamo un bel niente.
Meduse rosse!
Ma che fa?
Ci passa in mezzo.
Non sei obbligata a farlo.
Non lo so. È una bella giornata per nuotare.